All right, how's it going, people? Sean Talks Wrestling. Gonna do one take, get it all the way through. So, WWE Raw came on tonight, and we're 2 weeks away from WrestleMania. The card is pretty much filled out. They're forcing stuff into play. But I think it's still a pretty good show. So, with 2 weeks out, first segment of the show, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens challenge Uso for the WWE Tag Team. They had to go here. They had to. It's not. I'm gonna just skip past this. Like, they could. There's so many ways they could have went, but instead it's back to Kevin and Sami as a tag team. Now, granted, I'm pretty sure it's going to be monumental for their friendship and them as wrestlers because they're lifelong friends. And I would think with your friend winning the tag team championships on the grandest stage of them all is a highlight. It's something you can probably tell their kids, their grandkids, their kids become tag team champions together or something. It's great for them. For me and a fan of both of these guys, it's annoying. It's nauseating to see these guys together all the time. Like they're gonna do this. Please, when they break up or lose a tag team titles, please let this be the last time we see them together. Please, oh my, every time it's you never get them apart. Even with the Zayn and Bloodline thing, it was just like, okay, Sami Zayn's doing great. I smell Kevin Owens. I'm not meaning as a joke. It's just like it's figuratively. I smell Kevin Owens around the corner because I'm a huge Kevin Owens fan. But it's it's like, hey, I know Kevin Owens is somewhere around this bitch. Like I know Sami Zayn isn't just perpetrating around here by himself. You gotta stay hydrated and keep your throat moisturized or whatever. Pause. So moving on past that, you had Austin Theory defeating Montez Ford in a warm-up match for the John Cena thing. It just the match was okay. We're building towards Cena and Theory, and Cena's not there. And it's just like, Cena, I'm gonna beat you, and I'm the best. I'm the future. And John Cena's just gonna come in and hit him. Maybe not. I don't know. Maybe Cena probably put him over. But anyway, match was okay. It was decent. They've gotten off the Montez Ford train a little bit too early, just saying. Then you had Dolph Ali fighting Almost. I love this. I love this Mustafa Ali. He's dressing like Dolph Ziggler. Ziggler on the screen backstage, and Ali's looking at Almost like, I'm getting every opportunity. I'm just happy to be here. He's mocking Ziggler, taking the L, but also taking the W. Excellent by Muhammad Mustafa. I don't know why I keep saying this. I'm sorry. But yeah, Almost beats him with that double-handed sit-out power bomb, whatever thing. MVP gets somebody and says, Almost fears nobody. He beats Beast and Man and blah, 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 and Almost see looking and yeah, Brock Lesnar versus Almost at WrestleMania, and the crowd goes mild. Then you had let me see. Oh, then you had Jake Paul. Yeah, was it Jake Paul? Logan Paul? Jake Paul? Logan Paul backstage, and he's like coming out of his dressing room, and like the Miz comes up to him like, "Hey, should I be on your show?" And he's like, first of all, why is there no consistency in the WWE? The Miz is a grand slam champ. He's at the top. Look, this is the Miz. He's won Intercontinental, U.S., Tag, Blase, Swaze, twice. He's a 2-time Grand Slam champion. He's there. And Logan Paul, you should let's just from like a kayfabe. He shouldn't be looking at the Miz as the Miz is up here. The Miz is that guy. Who is writing the Miz? Hey, could you imagine them doing Hulk Hogan like this or hold it. The Rock winning all those titles, and you're treating him like a smug. Ridiculous. So Logan Paul goes to the ring and he's like, ha, 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 I'm a big superstar, which he is, and I made my millions, which he did. I don't have to be here, which he doesn't. I don't have to be in the wrestling ring, which he doesn't. I understand. And then he like shows a clip of him knocking out Seth. And it makes something of Seth Rollins' name, which is like, Seth is a nice guy. Welcome to modern WWE where they give people offers standard names, but he's made the best of Seth freaking Rollins, whatever. And then Seth, he interrupts the mic and he shows him in the production truck. And he's like, oh, I need something to say your show. Me. He plays his music, comes out, takes out Logan Paul, beats him up. They fight outside the ring. He puts him on the table, goes up top to do a frog splash. Security moves Logan out of the way. He frog splashes security, and then when he gets up, Logan Paul hits him with the one lucky punch. I don't know why Logan Paul gave them what his move is called. Like right before he faced Roman, he called it all it takes is one lucky punch, and it just called the knockout blow. What? It's so simple to call it the one lucky punch because first of all, like most fans are like hate Logan Paul because he's not like a traditional wrestler. So him hitting that finisher is like, oh, he won with a one lucky punch on a professionally trained wrestler. One lucky punch. That's all it takes, and you're out. And it's believable because he had boxing experience, boxing power, but in a wrestling ring, he's kind of would be a novice. So he's hitting one lucky punch and winning his match. But it's the WWE. It's the WWE calling it. I wouldn't be surprised if his finisher is the buckshot lariat, like the star shot lariat, the Logan lariat, the Pauliet. Why did I put them in there? Why did I put it? They're gonna call it the Pauliet. Oh my God! Don't stop. Please don't. Oh my God, Pauliet. Why did I do that? Why did I do the Pauliet? Okay. Then next you had Dominic Mysterio defeating Johnny Gargano, but I think they set up pretty nice. They showed where Gargano had got attacked on NXT by Grayson Waller, had injured ribs. Match was fairly decent. Dominic Mysterio is really coming to his own as a wrestler. Not like physically appealing as a wrestler, but character-wise, match-wise. So in the match, they're fighting up top. Gargano, he has Dominic pinned up top. He's fighting him up. He's about to go for a suplex. Dominic fights out and suplexes him down to the ground. Gargano hits his ribs, and Dominic hits the frog splash to the back of Gargano. He wins 1, 2, 3. Gets on the mic. And he says that, hey, we're going to be in Las Vegas on SmackDown, and I know Ray's going to be there with my mom and family and blah, XYZ. And he said he's going to confront his mom to force Rey Mysterio to take the match at WrestleMania. Oh, man. I think this is going to be great. I think that match right there might steal the show. But anyway, moving on past that. Let me see right here. Oh, so you had Rhea Ripley coming out, and she's cut a promo. She's talking about how Charlotte lives in the past and that she doesn't respect anybody, and that pretty much you're going to have to beat some respect into Charlotte because she claims she's a leader of the locker room or whatever, but she doesn't respect anybody, and leaders have to have respect or whatever. Damage Control comes out. Bayley's dress has the attire in the fashion of Attack on Titan, which was pretty cool. But she says to Rhea, "Hey, if you need help being Charlotte, I can help you with that because I beat Charlotte at WrestleMania, my first tribe, like XYZ." And then Rhea says, pretty much turns down the help, and it leads to a match between Bayley and Rhea. Rhea ends up winning because Becky, Lita, Trish come out to handle Damage Control. Leads to a distraction, and Bayley gets hit with a headbutt, and then Riptide, but this match was ass. You know why? Because the referee blocked the pinning predicament. What, bro? Why would you? Match was okay. Match was, in fact, it was pretty really decent. Just like bro, they can't. A referee should be fired or at least heavily fired. Like why? Why are you blocking that in the camera? Like you blocked the Rhea Ripley pin on Bayley. Like insane, bro. Insane. Anyway, moving on past that. Let me see. Oh, Ricochet versus Chad Gable. Look, I don't. Ricochet won, but really Chad Gable won. Chad Gable's been putting on excellent matches. Like what the past 4 months now. Like this guy is that ankle pick he did on Ricochet. Uh, that cliffhanger DDT. Like they were going through the pinning combinations. Like first it went Maya Cigar Cradle, then it went to a bridge, then it went to a pin up bridge, then it went to a schoolboy backslide pin, and he turned into the cliffhanger DDT. Amazing. Chad, throw some gold on that man, please. Please throw some gold on that man. U.S. title, Intercontinental title. I would say tag titles, but it seems like they're probably gonna make Otis get away from Chad. But can we get some gold on Chad Gable? Can we please get some gold on Chad Gable for his hard work? His like the guy been put on excellent man on TV, on Raw. He's been the highlight of most Raws, his matches. Like this guy needs to be rewarded somehow besides his paycheck. Anyway, so end of the match comes. Otis is outside. Maxine comes down. She lures Otis away. Chad gets distracted. And Ricochet hits sliced bread on him. And then he hits a shooting star press, gets the pin. 1, 2, 3. Like I said, highlight of the match. Highlight of the night. Best match of the night. Hands down. Then you had Asuka and Bianca defeating Piper and Chelsea. One part of the match, Asuka was going for the hip attack in the corner on Piper, but Bianca was already in there. Piper moved, and Bianca caught Asuka like midair, like, hey, I got this. I'm strong. Asuka got offended. Asuka got pushed out of the ring. Piper tried to come in, and I think like, with these matches that Piper and Bianca have had in the past, they finally figured out how they can easily transition into Piper getting into the kiss of death with like Michael Cole and the guy like nutting over this when they've seen it like 4 or 5 times is to the point of ridiculousness at this point. It's like, oh my God, I can't believe you can't believe it, and you've been there every time that anyway, Asuka comes in and she attacks Bianca from behind, hits her with a kick. Blase Swaze and like menaces towards the camera. Kind of too early. Is it too early or maybe the right? I don't know. Maybe you've been teased in the mist. So if you've been teasing Asuka with this mist and like foaming at the mouth, but she goes with strikes. So that leads me to believe that Asuka is going to use the mist at WrestleMania. She's saving that moment. She's saving that moment for WrestleMania, which is going to like her hitting Bianca with these fists and everything. It was just like, okay, the crowd was like, okay, yeah, I understand, whatever. It wasn't that bad. It's a spirit of competition. But on the grandest stage, WrestleMania, when Asuka missed Bianca in the face after a long, grueling battle, that's gonna turn Asuka. Now, after that, that's where it's gonna get tricky, keeping Asuka a relevant, diabolical heel that doesn't turn goofy. I know we've seen it before with her and Kyrie, but I think her and Kyrie bounced a lot of energy off of each other, and it was comedy gold. Are we gonna have that same love when she changes heel, and what kind of is she gonna be this dancy, happy, go lucky heel, or she's gonna be the Oscar that people really want. That, hey, I'm kicking your head in type of Oscar, and that you basically have like, if Rhea wins, you have two badasses on two sides of the spectrum type of thing. Um, anyway, final segment, you had Roman Reigns coming out, and the man had like a hell of a lot of promo. Like, what, promo went off like 5 times for him, like he's holding up belts and everything. And before he gets on the mic to speak, let me take a water break. Ah. Before he gets on the mic, Cody comes out, gets in the ring. He's like, "Yeah, you told me not to get in business, bloodline, whatever, and I'm being a problem." And Reigns is like, "Yeah, you're not a problem. You're just there, bro. You're just a wrestler, bro. Like Sammy and Kevin are really a bigger problem than you, because we used to be we used to be wrestlers, but now we're main eventer guys. We're fighters. I'm here, you're there." And after WrestleMania ends, what went on before that? He said like, "You really aren't ready for the moment because you ran away the first time because you didn't want to do Stardust, and then." Which is just, I don't know. Like, why would you even just bring it up about Stardust? Because who would have taken that role? Like, how would you have turned that role into anything? Like, I bumped my head and now I think I'm a wacky, face paint goofball. Where could you have gone? Who wouldn't have ran for that? Anyway, then he said he ran to AEW, but didn't mention AEW. And he says he ran for AEW because he didn't get over in AEW. And then he came back and his body gave out of him. Blah, blah, blah. He says that after he loses, he's going to have to come to a realization that he's just not ready for it and he's not going to finish a story. And I thought, Reigns pretty much cooked him. But Cody came back and the comeback was brilliant. He was just like, I thought, what did he say? He said, I came from undesirable to desirable. And people need to stop mentioning his dad because his dad's not gonna come back. Dustin's not coming because he works somewhere else. It's just gonna be him. And pretty much he was like, you got to come to something yourself. If you lose everything. Jay's gonna leave, Jimmy's gonna leave, Solo's gonna leave, and then Paul's gonna leave. And you're gonna have to face loneliness. You're gonna have to face not having the belts, not having the Usos, not having the tribe. You're going to be out here with nothing. And you would think that would lead to a fight. It didn't. Roman Kevin is cool. And Cody was like, Solo, you've been eyeing me all night. Stop eyeing me, because as somebody who used to follow a champion, I can tell you're not ready or whatever. And Roman just walks past Cody. Solo and Cody have a stare down. And Roman, he tells Solo to get out of the ring. And then Cody says to Solo, look, yeah, that's what I thought. You aren't ready. Solo takes off the towel, tries to attack Cody. Cody kicks him in the face. And right before he's about to go full Samoan rage mode, Reigns hops up. He's like, bro, stop. Don't. I told you to get out the ring. Why are you even trying to fight this guy? He's below us. Don't give him the time of the day or whatever. And that's how the show ends. So we're probably going to see Cody versus Solo next week, maybe. Or maybe on SmackDown. Probably SmackDown. Probably SmackDown. They'll probably do that on SmackDown. Anyway, pretty dog snoring over there. Boy getting his wrist. Anyway, fairly good show for what it was. So anyway, tell me your thoughts, your opinions, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow for NXT. And yeah, that's it. See you guys later. Peace out.